here we go, everybody. It's time to share with you our best value of the day. I'm Colleen. I'm glad you found us on a Friday night. I hope you had a wonderful week. It's good to know that you're home, just relaxing, taking it easy. I hope you're having maybe a little snack, a little din, grab a beverage, and we're going to share some awesome electronics with you this hour, including our best buy of the day, which is a set of 5. We've never done a set of 5. These are always a customer pick. They've not been a today's special in over a year, but you are getting a set of 5 amazing cordless phones. You're saying, okay, well, I have cordless phones. I don't know if I need new cordless phones. Well, I thought the same thing until I came into work and learned about these, and I'm like, okay, I actually need this. Don't just want it, need this, because this has so many cool features right out of the gate. There's something called Smart Call Block. In a nutshell, if your home is like our home and your phone rings off the hook and you don't know those people, and they are annoying, and they're trying to sell you something, and they're relentless. They are relentless, and I say, take me off your call list, please don't call back, blah, 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 and they do it anyway, right? Well, guess what? 2.4 billion of these annoying calls per month are what we are dealing with in this country. So guess what, guys? This is a set of 5 phones that will allow you to block those calls. You don't have to worry about those people and the intrusion that goes along with that. One of the cool features. The other feature that I'm in love with, this has the technology. It has the feature where you can use this as 3 separate lines. I am not even kidding you. Somebody's in the kitchen, somebody's in the bedroom, somebody's in the garage, and they can all be talking to different people at the same time. 3 separate phone lines. It has a feature that will allow you to do that, which I think is amazing. On top of that, you get, again, they're all interchangeable. You can plug it in or not. You don't have to plug these in. You can sync it up to your cell phone, and now they have a longer range on them. So if you have weird spots in your house where your cordless phones go out, when you sync it up to your cell phone, you get even better range with this. So in other words, you don't ever have to plug them in if you don't want to. Now, you can plug them in. They do work at your classic landline, so you have that too. Is my mic going down for the count? Okay. So anyway, champagne, the rose, which we're calling copper, the blue, which is a beautiful blue. I'll get you all the details. Come on in here, Bill Duggan. Michelle. Oh, here we go. I found it. I fixed it.
It's in there.
It's in there.
But you set it up perfectly.
Sometimes it gets lost forever. Sometimes it's a little bit more of a search.
Well, it was a quick fix.
It was a quick fix.
Quick fix.
Okay.
And this is actually a quick fix for them at home, too.
You bet it is.
Because let's be real, there's a lot of technology out there. If it's too cumbersome, it's not worth it. AT&T's made it simple. AT&T has made it easy to have that call blocking system. And you set it up perfectly with 2.4 billion robocalls a month going out there to us out in America. Guess what? The #1 thing we all want right now, we want call blocking. And guess what? Some phones offer that. And what that means is if this phone rings, I have to answer it. I have to, hello, and then hear the rigmarole, then block the number. What AT&T has done is they've made smart call blocking, where it progressively, proactively blocks that call. So I'm gonna call the house right now, and I'm gonna pretend to be that solicitor, and what you're gonna realize, I'm ringing your house. But what you're gonna notice, they're not ringing on your phones.
Calls to this number are being screened by Smart Call Blocker.
So,
please say your name after the tone.
I have to identify myself. A robocall can't identify themselves, so it never goes beyond this point, and it never rings the house.
So you know what? If we all had this, people, if we all get on board and do this, they're out of business.
They got to find out another way.
These people are out of business. And we all can be a small little part of that by spending our $99, our $100, $20 on our credit card. You get 5 phones, and the fact that you don't have the annoyance of the intrusion ever again. You can block any call you want. That's the beauty of this. Those numbers you don't want coming in anymore, you can block them out, and you only receive calls from people you actually need and want to talk to. What a concept. If you like the champagne color, which is the color that I plan on getting, if there's even one set left, and I know there will not be, but frankly, the colors all look great. But if you want champagne, Stephen, last we checked, there were 600. I bet there's less than that at this point. If you want the champagne, there's fewer than 500 left, girls and guys out there. Order now. We also have a blue that is just a really pretty blue. There's only about 1,000 or so of the blue you need to order. You might go home early here.
Oh, bring it on.
I mean, come on. We are getting super limited here. The blue, if you want the blue, guys, the blue, there's only about 1,000 here. We've sold, I think, for the day, well over 7,000. And then we still have the copper, which really is a rose. This is a beautiful pinkish rose color. So whether you go with the copper that is rose, the blue, or the beautiful champagne, go to your phone, log on to hsn.com, take advantage of free shipping, spend your first $20 on your credit card, and test them out. Right,
Perfect.
try them. You try them out. If you don't love it, you may return it. But these are always a customer pick. That's the beauty. They're always a customer pick, and we've never done 5 phones like this, and they've never been this feature packed.
Exactly.
Oh, and check this out. If you'd like us to take another $25 off this purchase, you want to get them home for $75 for 5 phones, call right now. Call that number, 800-695-1418, and apply for an HSN card. I kid you not, if you call that number, we can set you up right over the phone. We'll give you your credit card number. You can order these right now. And we'll take another $25 right off that price.
And the thing is, the setup is so easy. It also comes with US-based customer support, which is great. I'd love to take you on a quick tour of the whole system.
Please do.
So yes, you get the 4 individual handsets, which run off these little cradles, which only require an AC plug. So it can be at the nightstand, it can be out in the garage, and you keep them in the cradle. The base station is the one unit that you plug into a phone jack. So this would be where, you know, the landline is. Has your digital answering machine, has that antenna for DECT 6 technology. All your controls are easy to find right over here. You'll also notice these 2 buttons, Cell 1 and Cell 2. So yes, this is connected to my landline, but I can also pair it to 2 cell phones, an Android phone, an Apple phone, his phone or your phone. The phone is ringing, but you know what? I know it's someone I know, because if it was a robocall, it wouldn't have rung.
Exactly.
I'm gonna let it go to voicemail to illustrate how it has a digital answering machine, 22 minutes of record time. I'm often out of the office.
You know what's cool about that?
Let me turn up the volume on that voicemail so you can actually hear that. But that digital answering machine, which is a great peace of mind.
Yes, but did you hear what Bill just said? That is critical, you guys. So let's say you and your spouse, you each have cell phones, right? Your cell phone's in the office. Your other cell phone's in the kitchen. You're sitting watching TV and your cell phone rings. Nobody wants to get up and go running for that cell phone. Well, guess what? This phone sitting right on the coffee table is going to ring. If you want it to. When your cell rings, you can program, you can just set this up to ring as well. 2 cell phones in the household will ring, right?
2.
Is that the coolest thing? I love it. So now, again, how many times, really that happens a lot. You hear your cell phone ring, it's like, where the heck is my phone?
And you know what, I don't even
These will ring too.
Yeah, I don't even have a landline in my little house, but I can connect my cell phone. And now if I leave it downstairs, great example, someone's calling me on my cell phone. It's ringing throughout the house. I can grab it in any room where I have the handset. I'll pick this up. Hello?
Hey, Bill, it's Jen. I just called the house.
Hey, Jen, did you just call and my home phone?
I did.
Did you not leave a message?
I did.
Oh, okay, well good, I'll have to go listen to that message. But have a good night, Jen. But did you notice what happened, probably happens to a lot of us. We call the landline, mom doesn't answer, grandma doesn't answer, so you're like, you know what, maybe she's out and about, I'll call the cell phone. So the cell phone's at home.
Happens all the time.
And now it rings right at the bedside table because, you know, maybe the cell phone was out of reach or whatever. It's convenience. And actually, I want to point out 2 convenience in terms of how it's put together.
Everything, Bill.
They have, and they made it really user-friendly. So if I wanted to connect something, cell phone-wise, this is where a lot of us like, it's too complicated. They've made it so simple. You just hold down the cell button, you're gonna hear a beep. And after about 4 seconds, you'll hear that beep. And then what do? You go to your cell phone, you go to Bluetooth, which is right underneath your Wi-Fi. And what you're gonna notice, AT&T, perfect. It popped up right there. I hit AT&T. I've just paired my cell phone to now ring throughout the house. This is something you can easily do. And it's important too, because I know my sister has a dead zone on her cell service in the kitchen. I don't know if it's a microwave, the bricks or whatever. Sarah Anderson, one of our hosts, her sister, dead zone in the basement where all the kids hang out. So she'll be down there and like, oh, I'm watching the kids. She has to go upstairs. Or you leave your cell phone near the base and all of a sudden those dead zones are eliminated because it's a good spot. And now you have better DECT 6 technology, which we haven't talked about too much in terms of what that is.
So the DECT 6 is getting us basically, obviously better coverage.
Correct.
Right?
Better range, better audio and clarity too, because it's high definition. So you see how the system works right over here. You come in the house, you put your cell phone down near the base station, and it automatically picks up with the handsets.
God,
so that's gonna give you better range, whether you're walking out to the curb, you're taking out the trash. This is Colleen's favorite. So he picked up a cell phone call on the handset. She's on the phone already with her sister, and they're on the same system.
You believe that, you guys? Same system, talking at the same time to different people.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. I didn't know you could do that. Is that the coolest? Really? 3 people in the house can be using these phones, talking to 3 different people at the same time. You don't have to wait for so-and-so to get off the phone. You need to make a call, or you're waiting for a call. You don't want to miss your call. Well, guess what? This is 3 different lines if you want it to be. That's one of the most unique features. Everything about this is fabulous, frankly. If you need new phones, and it's funny, because we have the basic, you know, we have some good cell phone. We bought them here. They were good. They don't do this.
Well, they don't do half
Nothing
the
we
things.
own. I've never seen cell phones that do all, I mean, cordless phones that do all of this.
Well, you shared.
Including almost become like a cell phone.
Well, you shared earlier how you sold phones that had caller ID and how that was
remember
like,
that?
stop the presses.
Oh, 25 years ago, it was like, oh, these are caller ID phones. I remember in my early years selling phones, and they still had the cord. I'm not even kidding you. This is the CBN days, but it was like, and then the first time we had cordless phones, and look, there's no cord. I mean, we've come so far, but from caller ID 25 years ago to now, this does everything. It blocks the annoying calls you don't want. These are landline if you want them to be, or you don't even have to plug them in, and they work with your own cell phone. It's 3 separate lines. It's better sound. So if you have anybody that has trouble hearing, it's easier to listen. You can hear better, so it's better clarity of sound, which is
Better
great.
clarity. I mean, how many times have you also done that speakerphone demonstration where you do a speakerphone and all of a sudden you cutting out because I'm talking and then I cut out because you're talking.
that.
Now they have a dual microphone experience where that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But the biggest annoyance for all of us is the robocalls. Hands down. I mean, 10,000 people have been duped, I mean, just by IRS scams. And the thing is, you don't want that to happen to your parents. You don't want that to happen to someone where it's preventable. And exactly, because we pick up the phone, we get susceptible. I mean, 375,000 complaints to the Federal Trade Commission. One of the #1 complaints is all about the robocalls. But you think about the volume of them.
With that many complaints, you'd think they'd get a handle on it. And the problem is, it's worse than ever. It's getting worse and worse. If you get those annoying calls, we get more of those annoying calls than ever before. So it's like they can't get it under control. I don't know how these people are getting our number, but it spreads and it's terrible.
Part of it is, the fines are so small and it's so hard for them to collect, at least the research I've done. Because, you know, it's like, well, we're gonna go after you.
Right.
But then it's like so hard to collect and there's other things that take over.
Right.
So it's, for the companies, it's like,
They just start over again.
Yeah.
And they just keep doing it. So that's why this equals the playing field right here. Because now guess what? You block them.
Right. And
they
remember,
aren't even allowed in. It's like somebody at the front door, you're not coming in to my home, right? Phone call is for our convenience, not the other person on the other end of the phone's convenience. A phone is for our personal convenience in our homes.
It's like having that assistant in the front office who are like, oh, you want to speak to whom? It's like, oh, no, they're not available, so you're never bothered.
Right.
And that's what this does.
Yes,
so I'm going to pretend to be
exactly like
that
that.
solicitor. You know what? I'm going to pretend to be a campaign because, you know, it's election season. There's how many candidates? So I'm calling your house. It's ringing. And what you're going to notice is that all of a sudden,
Hello, calls to
these are not
this
being
number
called.
Are being screened.
They're
by
being
smart
screened.
call
And the
blocker.
cool thing is, a
Say
robocall
your
can't get
name
past
after
this.
the tone,
But if it
then
is,
press pound.
say it's the mechanic. It's the mechanic. They can get through it because it's a human on the other end. So if it's a robocall, it will not ring. But if it gets past this system, it's like, oh wait, the home phone's ringing. It's probably someone worth getting up and talking to.
So if it's a human being, they can get through. If it's a robocall, they cannot get through. And that is genius in and of itself. That is gonna save all of us all the headaches of that phone ringing. You know, you don't recognize the number. It's like, who are these people? I was telling the thing, then they trick us because a lot of the numbers that come in, they look very similar to your own phone number. Do you get that a lot? We get phone numbers that almost look like it would be, is that my number? It's like my husband's. It looks familiar. They do that on purpose. They want us to be tricked. They're dying to get us to pick up that phone. That's their whole goal. If we pick up the phone, they have a better shot of us listening to their spiel, whatever it might be.
And then it goes into the database of that's a live number.
You're right.
And then you're like,
right.
Why did I pick up the phone? And actually, let me just show you how simple this is, because setup's really important, because we want it to be easy and obtainable for everyone out there. So you're gonna set this up, you do your time, you do your date, and it's gonna give you a voice guide where you don't even have to read the manual to set it up.
Hello. This voice guide will assist you with the basic setup of Smart Call Blocker.
I mean, how genius is that? That's
Smart
AT&T
Call Blocker can
just making it
protect
so
you from
convenient.
Unwanted calls.
And the thing is, again, don't have to read the manual. It helps you set up the voicemail, helps you set up the call blocking, because when you set it up, and that's where you just get it home and try it.
Right.
If it doesn't stop the calls like we're telling you, you know, you can send it back, but you're gonna be at that dinner, at that barbecue, and you're gonna realize, you know what we missed? Or didn't miss all those calls.
Right.
Because it's not gonna happen
Just the
anymore.
peace and quiet of that crazy phone not ringing off the hook with people you don't know bothering you.
Right.
By the way, if you want champagne, there's fewer than 400. You need to decide on this, guys, because I think Bill's going home early today, at least with this product. This is our best buy of the day. The vast majority of you who have ordered that champagne color. I can understand it's beautiful. It's a great neutral. 400 only. It will sell out in this hour, so I hope you order yours before they're gone completely. If you like the blue, we only have 1,000 of the blue left, probably under that at this point. But if you want the blue, very pretty. I mean, these are all great colors. That's what's nice about it. I mean, they're all good decorator colors. And then this they're calling copper, but it really is a pink. It's a pink rose. It's really sharp. So it's up to you. $20 on your credit card, free shipping and handling, 30-day returns, which means get them and try them. Try them out. Try the blocker. See how it works. Try using 3 different lines at the same time. 3 different people in the house can talk on 3 different lines at the same time. I can't even believe it has that feature for this price. It's unbelievable. Better sound quality, better range. I mean, that's the key to this, is it has so many neat upgrades, and it's only $99.99. They completely sell out whenever we get them in. We've never offered 5 phones like this with this many features. Bill's gonna share more with us. I hope you order them before they're gone. As I said, champagne, soon we will be calling these sold out. The blue is going to be the close second, and then we still do have pink at this stage of the game. So I hope you're able to get yours, because this is fun. This is a new day to talk about. When we talk about phones, Bill, this is, for me, you know, I've never seen this many features on cordless phones before.
And that's just it. You're right. It is fun, because technology can always be a little daunting, but when it's something that we use all the time, oh, the phone is ringing. It must be an important call because it got through my call screening. So I come back here. Oh, it's HSN. Let me just grab this, put on speakerphone. Hello?
Hey, Bill, I'm gonna order pizza if you want any.
Yes, please. Did you call my cell phone, by the way?
I did.
Wow, because I was able to pick it up on my landline. Thanks, Jen. Pepperoni, please.
Okay.
So notice that. She called my cell phone. It rang through
Steve would
on
like
the
a
landline.
pineapple pizza,
Oh,
by the way.
pineapple?
Yeah.
We'll call her back. Okay. And actually, let me show you what I can do with that. Because, so have you also been there where it's, you know, want to check the weather? I don't have my cell phone on me. I'm sitting on the couch, I'm watching TV. All of a sudden, the phone rings, or it's like, where's my cell phone? Or I want to ask Siri a question, or what's the phone number for the pizza place? There's a voice assistant button right down here. All the buttons are so easy to find. We haven't even talked about how they're nice and bright and they actually magnify. I hit my voice button right down here. It's gonna take me to Siri or S-Voice on my phone. I'm gonna hear the beep. Call the HSN PA desk. So,
Calling HSN PA desk.
without having to dial, without having to do anything, I'm ringing back to my cell phone to place a call so I can be like, can you tell Jen to put pepperoni on the pizza, or pineapple on the pizza? Thanks. Life moves a little quick sometimes. This just makes it that much more convenient. And AT&T makes it really easy for you to set it up and enjoy all the bells and whistles.
That's it, you guys. I'm so happy you found us on a Friday night, because this is one of your last chances to choose all of these great colors in our today's special. One of the things also to note about this, because a lot of the cordless phones are not this attractive looking. They're kind of clunky, they're black, they're just not very, you know, aesthetically pleasing. This, look at how sleek it is. They're very slender, they're really pretty phones, and I do love that part of it. These light up, so the keys light up, so they're easy to read. I love that the speakerphone works better. I'm a speakerphone girl. I like to be on the phone, and I'm taking care, doing things, cleaning the house, you know, cooking, whatever I'm doing. So I always, you know, this is my trick. I don't know why I'm going to show all of you this, but that's my trick. That's what I do. That's
Keeping
what
it
I
real.
did. Keeping it real. You just boom. And then so if you ever call me for friends and loved ones, this is where you are. You're right here, and we just gab away. But
Why not?
because the speakerphone works, because the speaker's right there.
See? Oh, look.
So that's just a little trick. Yep, a little trick for you. But anyway, the beauty of this, the speakerphone works better. That's the key, so you're gonna hear better. I told you, Bill.
It's not as comfortable.
Copycatter. No, it really is.
But that's
you have to
short.
unzip that a little bit.
Okay.
It's gotta go a little lower.
It's Friday night. No. But it is convenient.
I put all kinds of things down there. But, here, see, watch. Just like that.
See?
There, it's not going anywhere.
And I can still fold my lawn. Oop.
Oh.
Uh-oh. It's going where your microphone went. Ta-da! It's a magic trick, everybody.
So sorry, I told you. It's got to be full. I think it is a full moon.
Really?
I think it might be.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
With the rainstorms? Oh, well, who knows? Luckily, we can see it.
Anyway,
But-
I'm just glad that you are here, because really, you know, we're having some fun with this. But this is something that we deal with every day. all day, every day, right? And you hate missing a phone call, which is why I think about my mom. She's in her 80s. Takes her a minute to get to the phone. True. And she hates missing a phone call. So she literally answers every time that phone rings. And 99% of the time, it's some strange, obscure call. And it's just, that is so irritating. It's irritating to me that my poor mom, I'm dealing with it, let alone my poor mom's dealing with it. So now this just is a way to get rid of all the riffraff. To Bill's point, if a call does get through, then you know it's an important, it's somebody you really want to talk to.
Exactly, and one reason why AT&T has become a huge customer pick here is because they are the ones who started this progressive smart call blocking. They've got great customer service, US based, so if you do have a question, it's easy for you to set it up or ask a question. But you know what, I gave my mom a set of these for Thanksgiving, and she didn't even know she got it. I brought it over to the house, I set it up real quick and easy, because there's nothing worse when mom's like, what are you doing? What'd you do with my phones? But you know what happened the other day? I called her on her cell phone, she didn't answer, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna call the landline. So call the landline, and she's like, I didn't even know I had this handset in the kitchen, but I answered it because it never rings. So she knew it was like, okay, because before we'd all gone ear blind to the ringing and ringing.
You do
like,
that.
It's the landline. It's going to be a solicitation, because actually it's our grandmother's number. That number's been around forever. Right. But now when it rings, she knows it's important, because remember, only AT&T is going to do this. Progressively screen those calls. Also, because it's a more feature-rich system, you can connect to your cell phone. I just use it for that because I don't have a landline. My mom and sister have a landline and multiple cell phones in the house, so now all of them have better range. So if you are running around the yard, if you're in farther away spots of the house, you're gonna be connected with better clarity. And remember, that even goes for those dead zones with your cell phone. But that smart call blocking feature, I showed you how easy it is for you to set up. Gives you options in terms of what you want to block. But this is really how it's gonna be. A robocall can't get through. I'm gonna call the house right now, and what you're gonna notice, it's ringing on my end, but then I get this recording.
This number are being screened by smart call blocking.
So it doesn't go any further. The home phones are not being bothered. You're still taking your nap. You're still enjoying your dinner. It never goes any further than that, unless it is a human who can get past the screening process. But most of the time, it never does.
See there? Okay, I'm being updated here. 300 people can own Champagne. That's it. It's neutral. You will, again, love having them in your home. You're gonna love the convenience. I'm so getting these. This will be gone by the time I get off, so I'm gonna go with the blue or the rose. I mean, the colors kind of don't matter. I mean, they all look great, but if you want Champagne, you need to take action immediately now with only 300 of these left. Blue is a close second here. We have about 1,000 or so, probably under that, with everybody ordering the blue. And then there's the copper, which is a rose color. So it's a really exciting time to buy phones. I will tell you, if you need new phones, or maybe you have cell phone or cordless phones that work okay, we do. There's nothing wrong with ours, but they just don't do all of this. They do not do all of this, and that is the beauty of this. They don't block calls for us. Start there. I can't use 3 separate phones on 3 different calls with 3 different people at the same time. Ours will not do that. It really does not have better sound quality. I can't, a lot of times I'm frustrated because I feel like I need more volume and I can't get it. So this is going to be better sound quality, better when you're talking on speakerphone, better when you're just talking on the phone. They're sleek, they look great, they have better range. I mean, everything. What was that, what do you call it? The DX.
Oh, the DECT 6 technology.
DECT 6 technology. I mean, these are huge advancements in the world of cordless phones like this, and it's all built into this. 5 phones, that's $20 a phone. Yeah. It's amazing.
And it's worth the upgrade, worth the peace of mind, and worth actually, knowing that all these features might seem a little bit ahead of you, but because you can easily set them up and easily take advantage of them, that's where you have fun with it. And Colleen, you were talking about the 3 lines. You're paying for this cell phone line, you're paying for this cell phone line, and a landline. So I'm gonna pick up this call real quick. Hello? Oh, you wanted to speak to Colleen? Hold on one second, let me transfer that phone call. Do you know you could transfer these calls? So I'm gonna come right down here. I'm gonna go to my intercom, because remember, there's an intercom built in to the system, so it could be your home intercom.
So you're in the kitchen, your husband's in the garage?
Exactly, so I'm gonna send this over to the one in your home office, because Colleen's busy at work. She picks up that handset right in front of her, and she could take that telephone call.
Hello?
Green
Who's
button.
there? Oh, green button.
There you go.
Hello, duh. Hello? Who's there?
She's getting bound to work. But the thing is, that's the convenience. All these features are obtainable. It's a simple upgrade, and the cool part about it is you know, that phone call was important because it rang your house. It wasn't that robocall.
Exactly.
And remember, because it links to your cell phone, we're running out of time.
That's it.
I love the voice
now
search.
Now when the phone rings, it's worth answering your phone.
Completely.
Yes.
And you know, like I could be sitting over here at the desk, I could grab my handset, my cell phone's over there in the sweet spot, and all of a sudden I'm like, I want to text message someone or call someone. Go to that voice button, and I could place a text message from my handset. So I hear the little voice assistant, text message mom.
What do you want to say?
Have a great Friday night, exclamation point. I mean,
The message to Mom says, have a great Friday night. Ready to send it?
yes. Can you do that with your landlines? Probably not. Can you do it with this simple upgrade? Completely.
No, and to Bill's point, you can use it as a landline. You don't have to plug these in if you don't want to.
Correct.
You just use them, just sync them up to your cell phone. So you can have phones in every room of your house without ever plugging anything in. Is there somewhere where you don't have a plug?
Right.
Right?
And that's just it. So now you have the benefit
Like I
of...
could have taken these like to the cabin, to a vacation home.
Yep.
Where you don't have to plug them in. They just work with your cell phone.
And that's just it, because normally you're running around with the cell phone. Oh, go into this room, take the cell phone, take the cell phone. Now your cell phone's already in all those rooms. And you said it's great for the older people where you're worried about them. Oh, gotta get up, gotta get the phone.
Yeah.
It rings, it knows it's important, or if it rings, it's the cell phone. So, I mean, AT&T's thought of a lot, but it's made it very user-friendly to set it up and succeed.
And I don't know that you'll have champagne for the next presentation. I think the champagne is getting very, very limited. There's 200 only left. So I would order that pronto if you're thinking about it. We still have blue, we still have copper. Get yours while they're here. $20 on FlexPay. Take advantage of free shipping and handling, and don't miss out. This is, again, a huge, huge value to get 5 of these amazing. They're fun to talk about because in all of our years, we've never seen the cordless phones like this that have this many really usable, important features that will really make the whole experience of just receiving phone calls a pleasure instead of every time the phone rings, you're annoyed.
Right.
You're annoyed because it's, no, who's calling?
And we want to enjoy those phone calls. Enjoy
Right.
connecting with family and friends versus, hello, hello, here it comes.
That's right.
Yeah, no more.
All right, you're back a couple hours?
Yeah, about 9 o'clock.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Always
Have a good
a
night.
pleasure. All right. By the way, tomorrow on HSN, the Beekman boys are back. They are our favorite neighbors, and they are going to be bringing their goats here with their milks, with their